Contagion is spreading for Bud Light as a boycott now sweeps their company. Wow, we got massive issues for Bud Light continuing to surface. 6 billion. Let me repeat, this is not a drop in the bucket. This is not chump change. This debacle where they decided to have a transgender person endorse a beverage. A beverage that's designed for middle America. This is what happens when your company goes woke. This is what happens when your company gets politically charged. This is what happens when you let kids run your company trying to chase algorithms and data and tap into new demographics. This is insane. Thank you to everybody who subscribes to this channel. New channel, wasn't really expecting it to do much. This topic is clearly very polarizing and popular, and as it should be, because it's very multi-layered. If we're reading between the lines and looking between the cracks, this is much bigger than Budweiser and Bud Light and Anheuser-Busch. This is systemic social failure and breakdown of values, of people's core values. This is getting further away from what our country, the greatest country on earth, the United States of America, was founded on. Our founding fathers would be rolling in their graves. So this Bud Light, thank you. Because what they, in essence, I am so grateful that this did not work for them. Can you imagine the conversation if what we're having now, if this marketing scheme and that marketing director now is disappeared, gone, living in Mexico, probably hiding? She was a kid. She never lived through a bus cycle. She sold some screwed up narrative to the higher ups at Anheuser-Busch, and they bought because they were desperate, because they were greedy. Greed got in front of them. But like I was going to say, it costed them. That greed, be greedy when others are fearful, fearful when others are greedy. That greed cost them so far, and the tab's still running, not the bar tab. I mean, the earnings report, $6 billion debacle. $6 billion. How do you recover from a sick knockout blow? Their number one, they rolled the dice with their number one selling beverage. Targeted at Billy Bob, who wants to just go watch a sporting event and forget about his problems. Now what we're seeing is people boycotting this beverage. You take the image off the can. They don't even care about that anymore. Anything that's you're not seeing Billy Bob walk out of the mini mart in his area carrying a box of Bud Light, no matter what's on that box anymore. You just got to basically change your name to Billy Bob Light or something. You got to do something. I think it's just too late. I think it's the nail in the coffin for Bud Light. But this is much bigger than Bud, like I said. I think what we really need to do now is read between the lines and look between the cracks. We've talked about this on the other channel that we have linked in the description below at the Scott Walters Report. What we talk about is how there's two sides of the aisle right now. See, everything now is suffering from being politically charged. And there's two sides on everything, right? Republican, left, right, Democrat. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter anymore. This is much bigger than Bud Light. This is systemic breakdown of our social and moral compass. And when you see big companies now drink that Kool-Aid, the moral compass Kool-Aid, like Anheuser-Busch, which was Americana. That's why I think people are so upset about this, because they were really one of the last big brands that kind of was Americana. With the Clydesdales and all that. It was just something that you took pride in. You took American pride in. Now we're talking about rainbow pride. Hey, how you want to live your life? That's your business. I'm not here to tell you how to live your life. I'm just telling you that has never been a mainstream way of life, and nor it should be. If you want to live your life differently, great. We all want to dare to be different. I get it. But you know what? This is just a sign of the times now. This is like biblical end days stuff now as this gets ushered in. In the last days, what's wrong will become right, and what's right will become wrong. That is what's going on. I don't know about you guys, but what I see is a lot of stuff that used to be wrong now. They want to tell us this is right. This is the right thing to do. More rights for these people. Listen, you are a human being. You get equal rights. But preferential treatment, it ain't happening. But if it does, that's what's going to happen. So Anheuser-Busch, I want to thank you for proving that what's right is still right at the moment, because you rolled the dice with your financial future and you're paying big in the tune of $6 billion. I'm going to continue to be here and blow the lid off this thing every step of the way, because it's not only what we need, it's in fact what we deserve. If you appreciate the content, I want to humbly ask you to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Social media link in the description of this video if you'd like to follow me there. And if you enjoyed this video, I know you're going to love the next video on your screen. As always, thank you for your time. Go make it count today. I'll see you on the next video.